very scary. Like, my hands are shaking like this.
The message should be clear. Whether it's prank or not, we're going to respond as an active situation.
Now at 5, false reports of an active shooter send Alexandria Jr. Senior High School into lockdown in the latest string of threats to Central Indiana schools.
Police then evacuated the building so they could search it. Parents, fearing the worst, were sent to pick up their kids at a nearby church. We have team coverage for you right now. We start with News 8's Katira Winfrey on the investigation. Katira.
Well, Phil and Drew, the threat definitely shook up this community, but police say that's their hope, that this ends with no injuries and no active threats. Now, at the height of this scare, roughly half a dozen police agencies showed up, but police say they aren't necessarily on high alert. They're just always ready. It took just 3 minutes for police to converge on Alexandria Monroe Jr. Senior High School after school officials reported a threat.
The police response was overwhelming in this situation, and that shows, again, the dedication it is for law enforcement to keep students safe in their schools.
Initial reports indicated an active threat, but so far police haven't said what type of threat, only that someone made a call. Within a minute, the school resource officer assessed the scene, sharing no signs of threats.
Well, unfortunately, we are a reactive response to situations like this.
As a precaution, officials searched the school and began the process of evacuating the entire student body while sending area elementary schools into a lockdown.
A sigh of relief. I mean, like I said, this is the best outcome we can hope for.
While there were no injuries or active threats, police say the investigation isn't over. They are hoping to track down who made the call and why.
Well, you can see that the response to this is very serious. And again, the message should be clear. Whether it's prank or not, we're going to respond as an active situation. But again, it's never a good thing to utilize these type of resources for a prank.
And I've reached out to the school superintendent for more information, but to also ask if students will head back to class tomorrow as scheduled, and I am still waiting to hear back. Reporting live in Madison County, Katira Winfrey, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Katira, thank you. Our team coverage continues with Camila Fernandez. You spoke with parents who say they were relieved to see their children were safe.
Parents I spoke to tell me they are thankful that no one was hurt. Some students say it was a very scary situation.
Like, my hands are shaking like this.
I've been in prayer all morning.
Moms and dads reunited with their kids at the Alexandria Baptist Church after facing what could have been their worst nightmare.
It's a little overwhelming at the moment, but it's all over now, so ready to go home.
My wife, his mother, is a teacher here, so she started the link, and then he started the link, and so I've kind of had an inside scoop all morning.
Chloe Eastwood is a sophomore at the high school. She believes she was inside her classroom for 2 hours, waiting.
Definitely was very scary because there was nothing that we could really do, and we weren't getting told anything or was informed about anything, but everybody else knew what was going on around us.
She says there are many questions that haven't been answered.
We were just talking about if it was real or not. We couldn't figure it out, and we had people texting us from outside of school saying that shots were fired and a whole bunch of different stuff, so we don't really know what happened.
Student Carson Wood was able to reunite with his stepfather, Carl Vaughn. Wood says one teacher gave all the students instructions on the intercom.
He said hard lockdown, and then everybody barricaded the doors, and we just got in our spot.
Just a big thanks for all the first responders and the police and the fire department that was here, and just everybody worked well together, I thought.
I reached out to the school district for an interview, but they did not have any comments. However, they did make a Facebook post saying that they are thankful for all the first responders for their help. Camila Fernandez, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Well, thank you. Today's scare follows 2 other incidents just last week. One was Friday, a mass bomb threat emailed to dozens of Indiana school districts. State police tell us today that the threat remains unsubstantiated, but no updates on potential suspects. And last Wednesday in Illinois, 21 schools received swatting calls that forced them to close. Those calls included false active shooter claims.